Up next on the Marmy Rock Show, very happy to have Jenny Mann back on the show from Blameshift. Their EP Heart of Stone is out now, and they've got a great new video. We've added them to our Golden Dozen, so we thought we'd get Jenny back on the show. Jenny, welcome back.
Hey, how are ya?
Hey, we're doing awesome. It's Super Bowl Sunday. There's great music out there, so let's start talking about what you guys got going on. The new video is out for Monster. We've added it to our Golden Dozen, so tell us a little bit about the story behind the video.
Yeah, so this actually is we've been kind of toying around with this storyline for a while, years now, actually. We always thought it was like a really cool concept, but we weren't sure ever, how we could pull it off. It seemed like, kind of a big undertaking, but, so we kind of been like just throwing ideas around for a long time, and we finally decided let's just go for it. And, we kind of simplified the story. The story basically shows how, the way money, how it changes people, and, kind of just a story. It follows a single dollar bill as it makes its way through different storylines. And, it's interesting. I think that it's the kind of video you need to watch a few times so that you can fully grasp exactly what is going on, but that's what makes it cool. And, of course, that's what we want people to keep coming back, so.
Well said, and I did just that. You're correct. I did have to watch it more than once, but it was enjoyable watching. So tell us the story behind, what was the experience like making that video? What kind of day was that for you? I know it's always hard to do, isn't it?
Yeah, so it was intense. We actually shot the whole video in one day. We just had, our members are from all over. Our drummer lives in LA. Our bass player lives in Rhode Island. So, it's not like the easiest thing to do to get everybody together. And the director too. We had a director and we had 5 other crew members and we had a photographer and, all the cast and everything like that. So, we did it actually in one full day in New Jersey. We had all different set locations and, but we pulled it off in about a 14-hour day. It was definitely one of the longest days ever, but, we're really, really happy with the way it turned out, that we were able to get it all done. The performance part and all the scenes were shot in the same day. So, it's pretty crazy.
Well, it's getting a lot of positive attention out there on all the various media outlets for sure. Now, hey, there was some rumblings on the Facebook page about possibly some spring tours. Anything you can leak for us? Anything you can let us know at this point?
Well, I don't have anything set yet, but we are working on definitely some bigger tours where we'd be support out for a bigger national. So I'll be sure to let you know and keep you in the loop, but definitely expect to see us on tour in April, May, and definitely for the summer. So we're excited.
Now I know Monster just came out as a video, but with the touring right in the offing here, I guess you'd say, are you guys working on new music as well?
Well, we always are. Tim's been working a lot on his own music that eventually will be Blameshift songs. And also we just launched a jewelry line, which has taken up a lot of time and energy. So we kind of put a little bit of our focus into that, into our jewelry line and the video. And once, we figured once we get the video out and we get our spring tour kind of set, we'll start writing for our next album.
So, you mentioned the jewelry line. Actually, the next question I had down was the Strung jewelry line. Ms. MARR has, her bracelet she got from that line. So why don't you plug the jewelry line? Tell people all about it.
Yeah, it's really a dream come true because, I came up with this concept. It was 3 years ago. It was 3 summers ago. And, we were in the bus. I remember exactly where we were. We were, in Pennsylvania. And we spent a lot, during that time period, we were touring, 250 days a year and spending a lot of time in the bus, a lot of downtime. And, I just kind of felt like there was something I wanted to do, something more that I, could do with my time, while we, in the bus and, all the downtime and free time we had. So I came up with making jewelry out of these strings that I always saw sitting around the bus, and Tim would change his strings every show or two, and I thought, let's see what I can do with these. And it just started very organically, and, you know, I would sell them at shows, and, you know, people were really receptive to it at the time, you know, and then it kind of just grew. It grew into something that neither one of us expected, me or Tim. But it's just been amazing. We did our first trade show actually a couple weeks ago, and we're now in over 30 stores across the U.S. and in Canada and Puerto Rico and St. Martin. So it's really growing fast, and we're really excited about it.
Yeah, it's cool stuff, man. Get out there and look at Strung Jewelry. That's STRUNG, and good stuff you're making. And wow, I mean, I'm just amazed too at the story because, you know, I probably have one of those first ones you made on the bus. You know, we just bought it when you had a couple laying on the table there, and to see them, you know, in stores and packaging. That's congratulations. I saw kind of yeah, sure. I saw like kind of touching picture there. You have like a partnership going with Tackle Kids Cancer. Why don't you tell us about that?
Yeah, we from the beginning, I wanted to really make this brand. I wanted to like associate ourselves with charity, because to me that like music and charity go hand in hand. And I just felt like this was more than just, you know, making money. This was a real lifestyle brand that I felt connected with people. And so right off the bat, from day one, I told Tim I wanted to work with a charity and donate proceeds of what we do and give back. So we got lucky enough to an old friend of ours actually does PR for Tackle Kids Cancer, and she hooked us up with them, and it was an amazing experience. We went to Hackensack Hospital, and I got to go in and make jewelry for some of the kids that were getting chemo, and we took some photos, and I got to know them, and it was really, really nice. And this is just the beginning of our partnerships with different charities. We want to, you know, always be giving back and, you know, donating. We want to take, our next line is going to be called Strung Live, and we're going to get strings from bigger artists and make bracelets and auction them off for charity, and 100% of the proceeds will go to charity. So that's like the next thing we're working on as well.
That's an awesome initiative. We'll keep our eyes on that for sure. So what are your goals for the band for this year? You know, you got a tour coming up. Are you looking, you know, is the goal, what is it? What's the big thing you want to be talking about this time next year?
Yeah, we definitely wanted to tour this whole summer and really, you know, get some bigger tours and you know, get back out there, because it's been a few months since we've been on the road, and just keep pushing our Blameshift brand and our, you know, our Strung Jewelry, and it coincides with each other, which is like, makes it so real. And that's, I think, what people are catching on to with the Strung Jewelry is that it's real. It's a real story from real musicians. And, so yeah, it's cool. And, you know, we're just excited. Music and jewelry. That's what it's going to be for 2017.
You know, I talked to a lot of independent bands that have really found it kind of liberating to be an independent band. Do you still enjoy that freedom of being able to kind of set your own, you know, pace and what you want to do?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's, for us, you know, it's always at the beginning, you want to get signed. You want to, you know, you want to have this whole huge team. And a lot of our friends' bands and us, you know, as we've evolved as musicians and been in this business for a long time, we realize that, you know, there's just, when you get to that level, there's so many people taking from the small little pie that you have. You know, there's every, you know, agents and you know, producers and everybody's taking a piece of what already is a very small amount of money that comes in for artists. And so being an independent artist, I feel like that allows us to be able to make enough that we can keep doing this. Because a lot of bands that get signed to these big contracts, they're not able to sustain themselves because they can't actually make enough for themselves, because everyone, you know, the money is going everywhere else but to the band. And I've spoken to so many bands that are, you know, on a bigger level than we are, that, you know, you would think like these guys are making it big. And they're not. They can't even pay their bills. So unfortunately, that's the way that the record industry is now. You know, some of these bigger artists, they can't even sustain themselves. And so that is the bright side of being an independent artist, because everything you make you take, you know, and you can put back into the band in the way that you want to. So, I mean, for us, it works.
Well, you've done an amazing job with it, and you guys are, you know, tour animals, 200 plus dates every year, working all that stuff yourself. We really admire what you do out there. So,
Thank
Jenny,
you.
thanks for being on the show. You know, you took Super Bowl Sunday to talk with us, and I want to let people know, go out there and check out Monster. It's on their EP, Heart of Stone, and check out Strung Jewelry as well, worn by my partner in crime, is MARR. It's good stuff. So, Strung Jewelry, check that out as well. Jenny, thanks for being here.
The website's actually getstrung.com. So, yeah, that's the direct link if you want to check out the jewelry, getstrung.com.
Jenny Mann, thanks a lot for being on the show.
Thank you. See you guys soon.